With Lura Saga being the deck to beat, maybe 20% of the players at the showcase might play this deck. We're looking for sweet new technology and ways to triumph over Lura Saga. How about main deck Blood Moon and main deck Energy Flux? This Blue Moon list that has a 5-0 already could be the answer. Welcome back, Vintage Gamers, to a Wednesday night Vintage League. It is the Wednesday before the showcase. I've been doing a lot of posting recently, just like different things about how, the upcoming metagame is like Lura Saga metagame. I think Lura Saga will definitely be the most played deck in the upcoming showcase. Now that MTG Goldfish has been updated with my data classification system, you should actually see Lura Saga as the most played deck in the format, which is correct. And before, it wasn't even appearing on the data classification there. So it's pretty well known that most Magic players who play showcases are going to just take the latest top 8 list or most played deck on Goldfish that they seem to like. They just run with it. So I fully expect Lura Saga, both blue-black and blue-white, to be among the most played decks at the upcoming tournament, and people are taking various approaches to beating those decks. This one's a pretty cool one. This is a Not Me special. A couple of players have taken this to at least a 4-1, if not a 5-0. I think at least a 1-5-0 that I saw. So it is a blue-red meta breaker deck. It's a Blue Moon deck. It's a Blood Moon deck, and we're playing 4 main deck Energy Flux. There's a lot of decks in the format right now. I have a very hard time dealing with Energy Flux. Even the Lura Saga decks, blue-black more so than blue-white, have just a really hard time powering through giving all artifacts this upkeep cost. Obviously, this is a haymaker against traditional sphere shops. It's even pretty good against jewel shops. So we have just a kind of a blue moon, blue-red shell, forces and Lorians to get our blue count all the way there. And then we're playing some haymakers with Fables and Caves of Chaos Adventure. This deck actually is pretty similar in concept to the Orcish Lumberjack, the rug deck I played just last week or so. Blue power, blue, restricted cards, Karn, got some removal in the form of Fury, Lightning Bolt, and a Braid. Pretty straightforward, actually, I think. Energy Flux is never really a bad card to have in your deck because it always pitches to Force of Will. And then in this deck, it actually has the ability to be discarded to Fable in bad matchups, which is pretty sweet. There might need to be some more blue cards on the board in matchups where like Flux isn't as good. We'll see how it goes. I haven't really delved too deep into the the specifics of the deck. Larga asks, do we need Ancient Tombs? And you don't actually need Ancient Tombs. This is a really common practice when you take a deck that's like a legacy style deck that would have Ancient Tombs and you bring it into Vintage. You actually do still have Ancient Tombs. They just are in the form of off-color Moxen. So Pearl, Jet, Emerald, Mana Crypt, and Soul Ring are all Ancient Tomb style effects. So that is going to be your big answer to like, how am I going to ramp out these cards ahead of curve? You'll see this in many, many decks that I bring up from Legacy. Things like when I tried to play Sneak Attack. When I try to play Sneak Attack or other such Ancient Tomb decks from Legacy, I almost never bring in Ancient Tombs. I almost always just use off-color Moxen. So, it's not really a Karn board. It's like you don't really want to think of it that way. Like these are just graveyard hate cards that happen to be able to be fetched by Karn. Karn isn't really a thing here where you're looking for Karn pieces. Karn is just a one-sided null rod. No dress down, says Senpai. You don't really need dress down when you have 4 Energy Flux. Kind of fills the same role almost. I almost never play a Lattice unless I think I like need the extra win condition. That never really seems to be the case. So I took out the Lattice and we're playing some Portal and Tinker Sphinx for various troublesome matchups like Mono White, maybe some Bazaar. So Yeah, I think we're gonna run with this as it is. This is a nice little way to attack the metagame. I think Energy Flux is a great way to attack the current metagame. Lots of artifacts, and you can play decks that just don't really care as much. Like this deck is pretty heavy on artifact acceleration mana, but if you like get a Flux down, it's not like gonna matter if you lose a Pearl or whatever when your opponent can't play the game. So, see you in round one. Are you interested in weekly vintage metagame recommendations? Do you want to see your deck list played on my channel? Or maybe you are just looking for the best way to support my vintage content. Make sure you check out the Patreon link in the description below. Let's battle. All right, here we go. Round one. Vintage League with the Blue Moons. This hand looks pretty reasonable. Don't have a force, obviously, but can't always have a force. You gotta do some thinking outside the box, is what I'm saying. Let's see what our opponent's got. 5-card, Bazaar of Baghdad hand. Something worth talking about is Blood Moon versus Magus of the Moon. Historically, in Vintage, I found Magus of the Moon to be better than Blood Moon because of Force of Vigor. However, the number of Force of Vigor decks have actually really rapidly decreased in the format, with Bazaar not being a full, 10% of the metagame. Oh boy. So like playing around like Dismembers and Swords to Plowshares on your Magus might actually be better than playing around Force of Vigor under your Blood Moon, but it's a constant back and forth. So my opponent has mulligan to 5 and put 10 free power in play on turn 1. I have to choose between Blood Mooning my opponent and keeping them off another Bazaar activation, or playing out a Fable. I think I'm more interested in playing out a Fable and trying to stabilize. I guess Fable is also going to get Vigored. I don't know. It's all pretty bad for me. Yeah, I got Mind Break trapped by their last card. Sick. Yep. All right, well, maybe we can draw like Energy Flux off the top and flux away their hollow ones, like a little tabernacle. Another problem here is if I turn this into a mountain, they actually kill me. They actually have lethal. Not ideal. If my opponent doesn't activate here, it means that they drew a force as well, which is not good either. Ah, cool. So my opponent drew force for turn. That's bad. Do I want to play Caves or do I want to play Fable? I still think I like Fable bet. I mean, Fable gets negated is a problem. Ah, it's so bad for me, man. It's just, I swear to God, every stream is just me playing against Squeevine. And Squeevine is a good deck. And Squeevine is, not a huge metagame player. It's not an overwhelmingly strong deck. But like whenever I play on stream versus Squeevine, it just like, Countervine is just too good for me to beat ever. Yeah, the reason I did play this is because I do kind of feel like they have negation. But like, I'm not beating negation though. That's the problem. Like, I do need to probably resolve an Energy Flux to win this game, right? Two Masters and a Vengevine were just pitched. I think I'll go to 1. Give myself some options here. I can do things like draw Time Walk or something. Gives me an extra look at Energy Flux as well. But this does mean I can't draw Force of Will to protect it. True Force of Negation. It's not enough, though. I'm just going to attack. I don't think I'm winning this game by not attacking here. So. Hull Breacher. Unfortunately, I don't have the mana to play a Hull Breacher and a Fable in block. So I think that just means I'm dead, right? It's kind of cool that I could flash in the Hull Breacher and forge onto it. It's kind of unfortunate that I can't actually do that, but I mean, I can. I die. Yeah. All right. We die. I don't know. Feels like I just lost the play draw and was one card short of energy flaw. I mean, I think my opponent had negation, to be honest, but just feels like that was a kind of unfortunate series of events. Definitely lost it by being on the draw. Tinker, Sphinx, Needle, Hull Breacher, Fury, Leyline. I don't know, maybe 11 cards or something. Like, do you actually want to keep Flux in here, not me? It doesn't feel like I need that. It like would have been good exactly then, but I don't actually think I want to keep it in. Obviously, Karn is garbage. I just think Force, I mean, maybe I need to keep Force for Leyline. I really hate Force in this matchup, but Braid kills everything. I mean, it's squee. It's bizarre. You hate Caves? I think Caves blocks everything. I'm not really worried about them stealing the initiative and like winning with it. Yep, I know. Force protects Moon. I understand. That's the downside for sure. That is for sure the downside. I mean, how many Valorian do I actually need in this match? I mean, the problem is I'm boarding out like tons and tons of blue cards, right? Like even if I wasn't boarding out the forces, like I'm down to what? 4, 8, 12, 13 blue cards. I guess back up to 15 blue cards plus as many forces. I don't know. I think it's just kind of bad. I think I'm just kind of off that idea. I mean, maybe I keep Flux. I still don't think Flux is good. I don't really think Bolt is good either, though. Maybe I'll keep 2 Fluxes. I don't know. Flux is like, it's just Hollow One. That's like pretty bad. Maybe I'll just play Portal and a Bolt. I don't know. This could be wrong. I just really do hate playing Force in this matchup, especially with not enough blue cards to actually play it. Does mean we probably really want to Leyline in our opener. Cage stops Vengevine is not a good enough reason to play Cage in my deck, in my opinion. 1 Cage for 4 Vengevines is like, feels pretty silly. This hand doesn't have anything that's stopping my opponent from doing anything. Does that make it not playable? Maybe. But I guess I have a turn 2 Hardcast Fury. I don't know if that's good enough either. They kept 7. It's cheating. This might not be a good enough hand to keep. When we have ley lines in our deck, you know? Didn't get Vigored. That's nice. Maybe they're just waiting for my upkeep. Has Squee ever not kept 7, not me? Like, you've been watching this stream for years. Has Squee ever not just kept a broken hand versus me and destroyed me? Because it feels like it's every time. The Squee on stream buff is like uncanny. I did play around Mindbreak Trap, sure. Uh-oh, Root Walla Hollow One Vengevine, 9 power plus Squee plus 2 counter spells. Bravo. Bravo. Yep. Absolutely normal. I'm dying, chat. Are they going to vigor me on upkeep as well? And I lost my crit flip, as per the usual. I did not get vigored on upkeep. I'm just going to keep all my cards. Like, This is the plan. This is the way. This one kills Hollow One and blocks. Maybe I should have led on Pitch Cast, but then I'm running into Mind Break Trap. I'd really rather not Pitch Cast this turn if I don't have to. They have to have exactly Force of Will. They can't have Force of Negation. So, I just want to blow up this Hollow One. They have exactly Force of Will. Of course they do. Pitching Snapback. I can't really afford to Pitch Cast here. I feel like I have to just block and go to freaking 8. Oh, it's so bad for me, man. Really can't afford to get Mind Break Trapped. I kind of have to resolve a Full Fury to stabilize. It looks doomed. My opponent kept 7. It's just no chance, right? I don't really feel like Mana Crypt's fickle. I feel like Mana Crypt just deals you 3 every time. I typically play most games with the knowledge and or the assumption that my Mana Crypt is always just going to deal me 3 every turn. Because it typically just does. Led with a Braid? I mean, I don't think I can win this game if I don't resolve Hardcast Fury. And I think my best chance of resolving Hardcast Fury is casting Hardcast Fury. You know, it's as simple as that. It's as simple as I feel like this game is not winnable without a Fury in play. No attack to get a needle. I mean, I think I'm just going to lose this game to Mana Crypt, unfortunately, but if we win every Crypt Flip for the rest of the game, we probably win the game. This is my only 1-drop, right? No, I have a couple, I guess. All right, you got me. Can't we abrade it? What? Not right now. It's gonna flip and kill us before we have a chance to abrade it. What are you talking about? Oh, you guys think we're gonna win the Crypt Flip? You think we're not gonna lose all 3 Crypt? Oh, you're so cute, chat. It's so cute of you. Chat thinks we can win a Crypt Flip. Ah, it's so funny. Just win a Crypt Flip, no problem. Easy for you to say, chat. Oh no. Oh, it's so bad for me. They had their own Fury. That's so bad for me. I did not play around my opponent having their own Fury. Okay. I have to chump block. My opponent didn't even need a second red card. They just kept the squeak. No problem. Now I can't even abrade my own Mana Crypt. It doesn't matter. I lost all 3 Crypt Flips. I don't really. It's magic. It's magic. It's magic. It's magic. It's just magic. The perils of metagaming continue. We're now playing against Oath of Druids, which I cannot imagine is remotely playable matchup, but we're gonna do our best. Keep. Oh yeah, we're gonna play the sick, sweet metagame Brew. We're gonna play against all the Luris decks and the Jewel decks. Then we're gonna kick their butts, and then we're gonna play against Squeen Oath. I actually have not seen any Luris today. So I've done a bunch of testing before the showcase with my preferred deck, and I think I played 15 to 20 matches, and I played against 1 Luris deck. And in the entirety of my like 3 or 4 leagues. One Luris deck. It's so completely and utterly doomed. We are just simply lost on turn 1. Man. I can't win a coin flip or a matchup lottery or an anything. We have no outs, right? We're just straight up dead. We don't even have a Pyroblast in this deck. There are 0 Pyroblasts in this deck? All right. Game 2. Because then I can play a Kames of Chaos Eventualer, shoot the Atraxa, and lose. Have you ever considered that? All right. Well, Fury, bad. Everything's bad. Our whole deck is bad. Should I be able to, I need Tinker for Grafdigger's Cage, I think. I think I need like Tinker for all of these things. I mean, Flux is garbage in this matchup. So I guess we need to keep these Hull Breachers. I guess Bolt can kill a Spirit for a turn. Theoretically, a Needle could turn off an Oko or a Besiege. I guess theoretically there could be Mindbreak Traps. That's not really a strategy, chat. I like how you're thinking outside the box. I can appreciate that. Not a great strategy. A trap is probably better than a bolt, especially when I'm boarding out 4 blue cards. All right. Okay. All right. I accept. I think Needle for Oko is not a very good strategy. Not like we're a Saga deck and we just find our Needle. I guess my opponent is... I still think I want Basic Island. Sphinx in hand is fine. I boarded in multiple Tinker targets, and it's blue card to pitch to force. Wait, what the fuck? Why does my opponent have a Saga in their Oath deck? When will people learn that this is just not good? Like, it's just actively bad. It actively makes your Oath deck worse. Like, are people going to figure this out at some point? Or... I just don't understand. I also did not hit a red land, so I can't cast this Blood Moon. I don't know why I got a Volcanic Island, for anyone wondering. Just draw the Ruby, no problem. Welcome, Andreas. All right. I can just do everything. Everything is good. Just draw the good cards? I'm down. I'll always try to draw the good cards. I did not draw another red. I mean, is a Blood Moon even better than a Karn here? It's like not, right? I feel like Karn is better first. Congratulations on the launch of your channel, Andres. Hope everything goes well. What's even in my Karn? I have a Needle. I can get Needle on Beseiju. I should have done that first, right? So that they don't float a green and kill my thing with a Beseiju. So I probably should have gotten Needle first and Needled Beseiju. Probably. It's a bit of a rude action, but Blood Moon is a bit of a rude action, I think, so it probably vibes. Yeah, I mean, why not? Go for it. I'm down. I'll allow it. New vintage content creation is a good thing for everyone. All right. So I have a force for an oath, which is the biggest problem. I wish I had some pyroblast though. I feel like this deck could use some pyroblasts. Mox Emerald, Volcanic Island. This is the Oath Breach deck with Saga. I guess that's a reason to play Saga is you can get your Breach combo. Okay. All right. Of course. Could have negation backup. I think I'm willing to just force this pitching hold breacher. Not really sure this is getting that much better for me. Though I guess if my opponent untaps an oaths, it does make my life fairly difficult. Let's see what a ponder finds us. Black Lotus, Caves of the Chaos Adventure. So if I had brainstormed instead of pondering, I could have played Caves this turn. Well, I certainly have regrets. I guess next turn I can still brainstorm, but I know that I'm drawing Volcanic. You would just abrade their Emerald. I mean, I guess abrade doesn't really have any targets, but I guess I could technically still brainstorm. It's just really bad. I think brainstorming there doesn't really make sense in typically. Ponder makes a lot of sense there. They have no show and tell. I mean, I don't even know if they have show and tell in their deck, right? Because we know that they're on Saga and Volcanic and Breach. So, like, could they really fit show and tell in their deck? Maybe. So here we have the option to. I guess we could fetch and then brainstorm and then caves, but I guess that runs us into a negation. Uh. I'd like to get rid of this emerald. I guess I could theoretically just start by brainstorming and then just play caves after. I just know that I have a land on top. I know. I'm trying to figure out, like, I don't think I ever want the second land on top, right? So, like, theoretically, I can fetch away the land and then brainstorm and then caves. But what that does is if my opponent does end up countering caves, I don't get a shuffle for brainstorm. That might be fine, though. Do they run Sun Titan? Actually, I'm not sure. I can't remember. I do know, but I can't remember. Okay, well, I found a bunch of shuffle effects. So I am just going to put these. I'll put the land and this back, and this lets me still. I mean, I'm going to probably hard. I guess I'm not going to hard cast. I could hard cast. So if I went. Doesn't feel like I'm going to be able to hard cast. Let's put these back. My opponent had Force of Will pitching Lorien. So I'm now not shuffled. Do I want to draw Mox? Not really. So I can just shuffle away this Lorien. I just like don't have good cards though. Like what am I drawing to, right? I guess Blood Moon is pretty good. If I abrade this Emerald. Negation's good. We might want to just end of turn Abrade the Emerald just because we use our mana. One thing to note about most Oath decks in 2024 is that they don't really have good draw engines. A lot of it is just top decking. Shouldn't we put good cards in our deck? No, we're playing meta breakers instead of playing good cards, which is fine. It's the way you can go about things. Why would we do that? Because Energy Flux can win the game even though it's not a good card. Blood Boon can win the game even though it's not a good card. These are all true. All right, Blood Moon off the top. Another negation. All right, what'd you draw? Oath. All right, well, So if I get I can get Flusterstormed, I can get Red Blasted, and I can get Veiled. I think that's fine. I don't think I'm allowed to pitch cast here. Like this opens me up to some amount of risk, obviously, but I think it's probably better for the long-term chances of us winning. I can draw Lorien now. There's no reason for me to hold anything, right? Because I've already used my Brainstorm. Oh, I guess there is if I draw Fable. So I probably should hold that Sapphire for Fable. Though I guess this lets me play around Flusterstorm with my negation, which maybe is valuable. I guess this also lets me play like Fable plus negation hop. I'm going to hold this mountain though. I'm having piles of fun, chat. Can't you tell? Both players are sitting here with our no draw engines, only haymakers. Hey there, friend. How does a Blood Moon sound, opponent? This doesn't seem good for you. However, they could just have Force of Vigor, I guess. They could have Nature's Claim, Besiege You. This looks like they're going to float green and then Besiege You it. Can't do much about that. Yeah, you got it. Oh, I top decked the Haymaker. They had an answer. They top decked the Haymaker. I had an answer. Who will win? It does seem like it'll be pretty hard for my opponent to play if I do resolve a Blood Moon. Red. Breach. Is it better to exile Breach or to exile Ancestral after they cast it? Kind of depends on if they have Sun Titan as their target or not, right? I guess we should have played out game 1 to a completion. Which one is like... which is even better? I'm gonna try letting it resolve. But I'm not sure. I don't remember them playing Sun Titan, but... I mean, that's fine. If they have Brain Freeze, they have Brain Freeze. That's fine. Maybe that's a good reason to just hit the Breach, though. I don't know, like, it Breach is their first spell. Brain Freeze is their second spell. They have to hit 6 cards to hit a Lotus. I guess they could theoretically hit, like, Sapphire and cast Ancestral. I don't know. Is that really a big deal? Maybe. Is Countervine a decent deck for the showcase? Could be. Countervine's a strong deck. It's a powerful deck. I don't know if it'll line up well into the metagame, but it does get rid of their yard. That is one of the reasons why we chose to do it. I don't know if that matters much. Like, I don't know if they actually play Dig Through Time or Treasure Cruise. That's a good draw, though. Cast. I think they have another counterspell, if I had to guess. Force of Will and Force of Negation. All right, well, they're at 1 card. I have 1,000,000 mana. Will they top deck an Oath? Nope. Will I top deck something? Nope. Will they top deck something? I don't know. Let's find out. Urza Saga. It's pretty good on this board. Blood Moon, Blood Moon, Blood Moon, Blood Moon, Blood Moon. Okay. So they do have double blue up. They could hard cast Force or Force. But the upside of me casting this right now is very high. I need to result like a Fable drawn on their turn is so much worse than a Fable drawn on my turn. So I think I just have to cast this. Hello, Fable. All right, so we're casting Fable. We're going to be able to discard 2 cards no matter what. Which card do I want to have? I guess I can fetch away and find my last Volk. Guess that's better. I think I'll just hold all of these, maybe. Don't know. The problem is I did draw a good card, but my opponent still gets another top deck, and then they have active Saga. But we're going to draw a ton more cards next turn if we make it there. Uh-oh. They're paying cost. Probe. All right. Well, they know my secrets now. I have no secrets. You may see my hand. 3 cards in their hand. We're looking at 3 new cards next turn. Uh-oh. Oath. Tinka? Oh, God. I should have kept a Braid, huh? They have a Citadel in their deck? Wow. Sick. So they have Tinker, Citadel, Breach, Oath, Saga. It's not good for me. It's possible they couldn't have... No, they had that Ruby forever. I mean, they do have Sagas in their deck, which makes them more likely to brick. But things are still really bad. They seem to have won the top deck war, even though I cast Ancestral Recall. This is because we have no strong cards in our deck, or is there another reason? I cast Ancestral and Lorien. I did draw like 6 lands. I did draw a lot of mana. I got the Fable, though. I can turn these into real spells. I mean, they countered the more powerful card than Ancestral Blood Moon, so... Ah, Lorien off the top. My opponent is not doing very well on the please brick plan. I mean, I even hardcast both negations on both their top decks that beat us, so can't really like say I could have held back a negation or something. Oath, I'm not actually that concerned about unless they time walk, because we're gonna draw so many cards next turn and have 3 power in play. Mana Crypt. I guess they technically have a Saga token, so we can't hit them. Black mana? Hardcast Atraxa? Hardcast Sphinx. Let's see. Can we beat that? I don't think we can beat that. Oh yeah, we have Portal in our deck. We can beat that. We just need a Tinker. And we win. Somehow I just didn't draw any magic cards that matter again. Uh, hmm. Seems bad for me. So they had Oath, Tinker, Sphinx, Citadel. Lost the flip. Are they going to activate this Oath? They activated the Oath, and 4 cards down was an Atraxa. Nice. Oh, they hit a Time Walk off the Atraxa. They also have a Beast with it. And a Memory's Journey. God bless. I love Oath players. Ah. And they hit a Force, so they can go Time Walk Force, and we lose. They chose Time Walk Force, chat. Unfortunate. I mean, we had no chance. All right. Round 3. We have not picked up a win yet, but we're doing okay. Not me's opinion on this hand. I can't think this hand is anything other than a key. It's got a force. We're making our land drops. We can't get wastelanded. Why would you not keep this hand? Because it doesn't have a mox? Like, you can't just mulligan to a mox every hand. Like, what about this hand is throwing you off, Sejan? Like, what makes you feel bad about this hand? The fact that we don't have a mox? I don't like that fact, but like, I'm not saying this is a top tier hand, but it's a 7-card hand on the draw with force. Like, we're gonna keep it. You just can't like expect to mulligan to Moxen every time. Like, that's not something you can really do. Like, you're just not putting this hand back. What does this person play? White initiative? I'm gonna force this. What am I putting? What am I forcing? Have a good weekend. Congrats on your channel, and see you on Saturday. It's probably still just flux. Got their white source. Mental misstep, not a great draw here. I got some pretty good clickbait ready for that video. Okay, they have just no follow-up play. So theoretically, I can just go get a basic island here and brainstorm, and then I can upkeep Lorien Revealed as a cycler. It seems pretty good, actually. Seems like it uses our mana efficiently. Finds a new force. They didn't have a... Doesn't look like they actually had a cavern, but they could have made double white play. Probably just putting back this misstep and this 4-drop. And then just trying to find another basic on my upkeep. Seems fine. Though I am like worried we're throwing away too many of our action pieces. There's an action piece. Okay, I mean, I think we're in a great spot. We can counter their next play, then turn them off of white mana, even if they drew white mana, and I think we're doing great. The only thing that could like really throw us off here is like cavern plus initiative creature, in which case we're losing. It needs to like not be cavern initiative creature. It could even be cavern archon, right? We actually have cavern archon pretty well managed, but cavern initiative creature would be a problem. I don't know. This seems like a pretty okay spot. Oh my fucking really? Cavern Dungeoneer. I would force a Pearl. I would force a Pearl and I would force a Chrome Box. Not me. This is every match of Magic of all time for me. And they get a basic planes. The game is just lost on the top deck, top deck Cavern. Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. We can Fury this and play up Fable. It's pretty good. No point in Blood Mooning anymore, as my opponent found a basic. I think I'd rather play Fable just because we can still maybe force a non-human. Like maybe they play a Cavern or sorry, maybe they play an Archon so that they can fly over or something. I don't know. Though I guess this opens me up to Lauren. Whatever. Oh, I was thinking this game was going to be so good after like seeing the forest. Had they made a really nice play. Oh, we'll find out. Let's see. So now they go to the Lost Well. It's probably really bad for me too, because they can find a human easier. But like if they go like Plains White Plume Adventure, we actually have that covered. Then we take the initiative. We don't get the loot. I mean, we could still loot, right? Because we draw first. Could still loot. I would just play Dismembers probably, but I don't know. I don't really. I mean, if Mono White Initiative is a problem for this deck, which is a problem if it is a problem, then there are ways to fix it. You could also play Rending Volley. I kind of like Rending Volley a little bit. Dismember. Fury. There's answers. I did already put Tinker Portal in my sideboard, so my opponent went top bottom. There's other options besides Rending Volley as well. I think there's like there are some newer cards I learned about recently that deal like 5 damage instead. Looks like a human. Is it Lauren then? Or is it Peacekeeper? Or what are we doing here? It is Lauren. Kill my Fable. Blocks my Goblin. Pretty good. Have I settled on a deck for the showcase? Yeah, I think so. I did some testing, but I'm gonna be honest. Like, what the Spirit of the Labyrinth? That would have been pretty good against my Lauren. Things are bad, chat. Things are really bad. Yeah, I think that's the card I was thinking of. I have settled for I don't know. I did a bunch of testing, and honestly, I'm not really sure the testing was worthwhile. It did like kind of help justify my choices. Ooh, they did not pick the Vigilance creature. That is unfortunate. If anyone can't tell, this is really bad for me. I don't know. I made some changes, and I feel pretty decent about the showcase and my deck choice, but I'm not thrilled. I think if I went into the lab longer, I could probably pull up with a better brew, but honestly, doesn't feel worth. And also, don't know how much time I want to put into doing that. What is this? This is a Boromir, Warden of the Tower? They're just picking random cards at this point. All right. Doesn't look like I'm winning, though. I guess I have Hardcast Fury. Hardcast Fury is a real big out here. I only have one more Fury in my deck, though. Do it. Act. Oh, opponent! You've activated my trap card. I will take a card and a treasure. Thank you. Thank you. I'm still not winning. I'm still not winning. I'm still lost. Like, I'm still just completely lost. The attacking isn't even good, but not attacking is worse. Wait, they just didn't block? I guess it doesn't matter. I don't know, man. I think I would have blocked. I'm just saying. Pretty sure I was blocking there. Do I want to thin my deck? Not really. Just I'm gonna put a Blood Moon in here so I can actually counter their top of their library. But they can still cast like any card. They can even cast a I guess I can't technically cast one yet. So they attack me and they get a soldier. No, not a soldier. Just a skeleton with menace. I think I do think if I draw a Fury, I think I'm probably winning, but that's kind of asking for a lot, right? Oh, I guess I'm not winning, because if I draw a Fury, I still can't even... They can just, like, sack the Boromir. Everything has Vigilance. There's no Twister in our deck, right? Not me? Twister? Isn't Twister so good here? Where's our Twister? I don't think we're beating Throne of the Dead, but... I don't know, maybe something better, something good happens. This thing can just, like, sack and give this team indestructible if I Fury it. Isn't that kind of broken? Oh, they hit Chancellor. So I can't kill that thing. All right. Well, another one bites the dust. So far, not me. Not impressed with your creation. Is it because we haven't played against any Lurrus or Jewel? Who knows? Who could really know? I haven't. I feel like we want all of our creatures. Is Blood Moon even good? Are any of these cards good versus my opponent? Like, realistically? No, right? Like, none of these cards are good versus my opponent. Which is better, Blood Moon or Flux? I guess Blood Moon is, like, slightly better. How many blue cards do I have? 4, 5, 8, 12, 16, 17. There are so many problems. There are so many problems. Well, it is what it is. Maybe we should play Fluxus so we have blue cards. How are we gonna cast 4 so I don't have enough blue cards for it? Just draw the blue cards. 10, 14, 16, 18, 20. Okay. Tabernacle is just not good against my opponent's deck. I don't know if you saw that, but at no point in that game would a Tabernacle have ever killed any creature. It's kind of a trick of learning Vintage is the fact that Tabernacle doesn't actually come in versus creature decks. It just comes in versus Bazaar decks. And only Bazaar decks. I do need to make a video, huh? I feel like I need to make a video. I feel like it's a 2-minute, 3-minute, 4-minute video, maybe. Taxes is not a deck. That's not a thing. I feel like I just need to make a video, and maybe it's a 10-second video. Only bring in Bazaar. Only bring in Tabernacle versus Bazaar. Maybe that's the whole video. A YouTube short, as it were. I don't want to make any YouTube shorts. Do I think mono white is well positioned? No. I think every deck is prepared to beat mono white now, and the deck is just kind of average. What is this nonsense? I have all this mana. I have to mulligan. Imagine if I had a Caves of Chaos Adventure as my turn 1 here. Be a lot better. I don't really think 5-6 mana turn 2 Fury is keepable. So this hand is much stronger. Just gonna bottom the negation and just run with what we have. I think it's probably stronger. This hand is also very good against both hands were pretty good against Chancellor. They kept 7. All my opponents keep 7. You're not seeing what? The keep or the 7 or the mono white or the I don't even know what this card is, man. You gotta what is going on? My opponent is playing random creatures. Lava Brink Adventurer. 2 and a white from Ikoria, a human soldier. Choose odds or even, and you have protection from each mana value of the chosen quality. I see. Okay. So you're going to choose odd. So you're protected from Lightning Bolt and Fury. Got it. What the? There's a mana vault? Yo, my opponent is brewing. They're just brewing. They're a beast. Infinite mana. Look how much mana they have on turn 1. 7 mana? Don't think that's good. Pretty sure I'm just supposed to play Fable. Ah, you don't have protection from even now, do you? They won the flip? That's so illegal. I've never done this in my life. How do you do that? I need to take some lessons from them. They have so much mana. What the what is going on? They're gonna cast a Chancellor. 100% though. Cast a Miria's Call. They have so much mana, chat. 3, 6, 9, 12. They can hard cast Blightsteel. Why are you tapping 6 mana? Please don't tap 6 mana. What is this? It's okay. We can steal the initiative. And then they steal the initiative back. All right. No, this untaps it. We can't. No, I tried to board these out. I tried so hard to board these out. I tried so hard to board these out. I really did. I'm so dead. I can kill their things, but then I can't attack. And then I don't have a caves. I need to resolve a caves. I mean, I just attack and resolve caves, right? I've been scammed. I've been absolutely scammed. This deck is completely unplayable. I was absolutely scammed. This actually looks kind of good, though, doesn't it? Nah, it doesn't. If these were red cards, oh my god, if they were Blood Moons. If they were Blood Moons, they'd be so much better. Because I would just pitch cast a Fury and kill their board. I just if they were simply Blood Moons, we would be winning here. Like we would actually be winning here if these were Blood Moons. I wanted Force Blue count, but I didn't think about Red Fury count. I should have split it 1 and 1. I should have split 1 and 1. No, I think it was right to have Force Blue count, actually, but it is really unfortunate that this is the case. Oh, these were definitely the worst cards in my deck to draw. Oh, we're just jamming. Oh, we're straight jamming. Okay. Well, I will block the one where I don't lose my creature. This is still winnable game. This still trades. Like, that's still fine. This is winnable. Land drop. I need a 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 land drop to cast my Fury. Any land drops to cast my Fury? They what? Any ponders into good cards? Any ponders into bolts? Into red cards? Into anything? Any ponders? I mean, it's still one unknown card. So I'm pretty sure we're just taking it, right? Like, it's still an unknown card. I could attack, cast Ancestral off it. But I really need this Caves to trade with the Lava Brink Venture. I mean, I'm supposed to keep this, I think. Red card is my third card. Oh. Well, that's never ended badly for me ever, right? I'm doing it. I'm going in. Wait, no, I'm dead on board. I can't do it. I mean, I'm doing it, but like I can't attack, right? Because I'm dead on board if I attack. Because if I attack, this thing has protection from odd, so they just take the initiative back. So I need to wait a turn. Okay. Why does it have pro odd? I didn't even know this was a card. There's no chance I thought about this morning because this is not a card I've ever seen in my entire life. I don't look at new cards anymore. There's just too many cards coming out. So I don't like look at set spoilers anymore. Please attack. I really need an attack. Can you please attack me? No, they didn't attack me. I need to steal the initiative. I need another Caves. That's what I need. I need another cave, and I need to win all my mana crypt flips. I guess I have a flux, so I just need to win one mana crypt flip. I lost my mana crypt flip. Can we? Can't even attack. Oh, just win a flip. Have you been watching the stream, Breezy? The stream that's been going on for an hour and a half. Have you ever seen me win a mana crypt flip in your entire life? The answer is no. Glad I answered that for you. My opponent should probably like pay. Like my opponent probably should have just like used the mana crypt and the sapphire to pay for the. Okay, they're just not paying for shit. I can vibe with that, honestly. That's a huge vibe, and I kind of appreciate that. I think I would probably have paid for some of these magic cards because they have never lost a crypt. Wait, we're on turn 5, and they've never lost a crypt flip. Okay, it's fine. They draw an extra card this turn, but we have a force. We've got a fury. We're covering things. We will win our crypt flip, drop our mana crypt, and then we're cooking. Not really, but like, then we have a chance. They're gonna kill my energy flux. Am I supposed to counter it? It doesn't, because it's a soldier. It's not a party member. I have to? I don't have to. I can just win the crypt flip. You called my bluff. I have to. They have an initiative creature as their follow-up. Oh, they have an Arcana as their follow-up. Attack, 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 attack. I'm at 1. Bruh. All right, first, before I pay any mana, let me see if I win my crypt flip. I lost every single crypt flip in the entire year. Okay, so I would use my crypt to pay for my sapphire, draw for turn. I can't even see what cards I drew. Game is broken. Awesome. So with our meta breaking blue-red deck geared up to play against Luris and Jewel, we're gonna go play against the 3-0 PO player instead. So has a force. I'd like to have another mana in this hand, but not thrilled with how our deck has performed tonight, but we have hit 0 of our intended matchups. Yeah, my opponent is they play a lot of Magic online, and only recently too. But they play very interesting like painter PO decks. Pretty cool. I don't know if the last list they published is painter PO deck, but okay, the last list they published was not painter PO. It was actually like Esper Tinker. Interesting. I'll have to see if they're switching it back or not. Okay, Tundra. So probably not the painter deck that I'm thinking about. I am super lazy, so I'm just island cycling here, and I'm just gonna F6. Opponent has a bunch of trophies. That's definitely true. But I think opponent plays a lot of Magic Online, if I had to guess. I think I see them almost every time I play a league at night. East Coast time. All right. Well, we've got Force. We've got Blood Moon. Blood Moon's quite good against like an Esper Tinker or Saga deck. Blood Moon just killing Sagas right off the bat, turning off their mana. They can obviously have Spell Pierce. They're a pretty big Spell Pierce fan. I kind of like actually just jamming Caves here. I feel like playing around Negation and Spell Pierce is probably better. Blue, Dress Down. Huh. Yeah, Dress Down's sick. No initiative for us, but we still have a 5/3 Trampler, which is nothing to scoff at. But I definitely would have rather had the initiative than not had the initiative. Wasteland, interesting. I mean, I couldn't get a Time Vault. All right. Well, I hope I draw access to a land here. Did not. Well, we're gonna. Oh wait, this still happens. Sick. I think I'm just gonna flux my opponent. Feels like that's how we lose this game is if I don't do that. So I don't mean I think we're just winning with this caves. So if my opponent like we're still playing Blood Moon if we draw a land, right? Like I don't actually care about this Mox besides playing another caves. I don't think I need another caves. Like they're not gonna pay for this, and this does like this just eliminates a way we can lose. I think this looks pretty good. This is a matchup that Flux and Blood Moon should be pretty reasonable in. It's not like this is a meta deck right now. There's not really much like Esper Tinker going around, but so one thing I do really like about this deck is that it's playing a bunch of basics, 4 basics, and I think Wasteland is like probably one of the most pivotal cards in the current metagame. I think most games revolve around Wasteland or a combo. People will say most games revolve around a Saga. I kind of think Wasteland's a bit more, a bit stronger than that. But it definitely plays like kind of a hand in hand with Saga. Can I get a land off the top? A Lightning Bolt. That is not a land. This card's so strong. It's crazy. It is a 4-drop though. I've actually drawn a lot of cards in this game with this card. All right. It's right in time to... I mean, this thing tramples, actually, and they have no other artifacts. I don't know. I still feel like we're in a pretty commanding spot. Opponent could have some series of plays, but I like where we're at. Blue, colorless. Dig through time, maybe? Gonna let dig through time resolve if they cast dig through time here. Oh, treasure cruise. Yeah, I'm gonna hold to what I said. I think that's fine. All right, still just looking for a fetch. I'd love to jam a Blood Moon here. Looks pretty game winning. Not that card. Attack, put them to 5. Land. Not that card. I don't think my deck has really helped me at all here. This does make it so they're not dead on board. Basic Island, pretty good. Sometimes you draw all the mana. Sometimes you draw none of the mana. Blue-white Lavinia. Well, I think I'm going to force this because I can't really use my forces if I don't. All right, they're forcing back. That's fine. 3 cards, Lavinia plus Saga token. They can trade now. We've got lots of follow-up, though this islands are a little annoying. Maybe I should just counter the Treasure Cruise. Kind of feel like they probably had force backup anyways, but maybe they didn't. They had force pitch force. Probably not. Maybe not. Who knows? I will change this into a volcanic. And then is it better to pre-combat a Blood Moon or a post-combat a Blood Moon? Or is it better to just play a Caves of the Chaos adventure? I guess attack first is slightly better because of this trigger. Oh, they just had a force. Sick. So my opponent had triple force. They had triple force. Well, still think I'm trying to trade off this board. I mean, this is Justin. I played badly. I deserve this. Wait, what does this put them to? 1? I see. All right, they have 1 card in hand. They have 1 life. They have a wasteland. They have a saga token if they want, but they probably don't even want. Like, they probably just turn this into a Lotus and then maybe cast Lorien Reveal here. Yo, what's up, Jarvis? Thanks for the raid. Appreciate it. Hope everyone's having a good night. Hope you had a good stream. We are currently getting scammed in some into some meta breaking Blue Moon tech. You want a bunch of cube matches? That's great. Please send me some of that magic prowess or luck or both. Another Lavinia. I guess that turns off my Sapphire. It's kind of annoying. No, I can't play more than 1 league tonight. Sorry. I did a bunch of off-stream testing for the showcase, so there's no way we lose this game, right? I feel like we're losing this game now. I just feel like we haven't drawn very many lands. Is that a incorrect feeling or Fury? Fury. All right, well, I don't think we want any Furies because we can't really resolve those through a Lavinia. They do have the active top action. Okay. Draw a Bolt and win. Could do that, except our Bolt is in exile, so we can't do that. We exiled some cards that we didn't want to with our caves when all we wanted to do with our caves was hit lands. Brainstorm. It doesn't... The cards have not been great to us, okay? It hasn't been great. Tolarian Academy. Not great either. All right. So we're going to fetch. I'm not getting Wastelanded anymore. I'm going to get that basic mountain. I guess I can still get a basic island off of that guy, so. I can't play that. So let's play a Blood Moon. That at least, I guess that turns on the Academy. Silly me. Does turn off some of the other lands though. It's going to be quite hard for them to cast spells with just island and one-time use Moxen. We draw another land. We can play a Caves. If not, we can just play a Flux, I guess. We're kind of playing enchantment control, huh? Tinker for what, Zajan? Tinker for what? Rate Portent in Vintage for you. I think Portent is overrated in Vintage. It sees play. I think it should see 0 play. Overrated. I did not hit a land drop. Oh my god, oh wait, they have a Lavinia, so I shouldn't even play this. Don't even need a whole blue card for force, because I mean I'm just gonna die to this Lavinia if I don't hit a land drop before they draw blue card force. I mean, white border blood moon is the perfect frame for a blood moon. Perfect border. This is just the most offensive looking blood moon. It has to be done. Red. Top. Yeah, I mean, we just haven't drawn. I mean, we drew some Moxen, I guess. And then we got double wastelanded. But it feels like we haven't drawn that many lands. Yeah, all right. Well, next turn, I guess. The perils of Lorien not being a fetch land. Oh, I guess I can't get wastelanded, so it was better to play it that turn. Noted. I was like worried about getting my volcanic wastelanded, but I can't get my volcanic wastelanded because every land's a mountain. So, oh, 1 turn Ruby usage. What do we got? Tinka. It's Tinka. So it's gonna be Tinker with active Sensei's top. So they have 1 life. They have a Sphinx in their deck. What are we doing with a Tinker here? What's the plan? What you gonna do? You're underneath the flux. Secret lairs are not all on Moto. There are some original secret lairs on Moto, but most secret lairs don't make their way to Moto anymore, which is unfortunate because I kind of liked having the options, but did my opponent just tinker for a Mox Emerald for a shuffle? I can appreciate that. I mean, we have completely destroyed my opponent's engines. The question is, will my opponent have a force for my Caves of the Chaos Adventurer? That is the big question here. The one that everyone wants to know the answer to. The one we've been waiting multiple turns to find out. They've already used 2 Force of Wills this game. Will they have another one? Survey says... Oh, true. They're at 1 life. It's a Resolver. Okay, so better question. Will they have Mox, Pearl, Swords to Plowshares? Well, you can't negate this because that's a big old human barbarian. So I think it's Pearl Swords is their answer. So that's got to be it, right? Pearl Swords. We eventually drew our 4th land in this game. What a wild one. I can't say that Blood Moon and Flux weren't good here, though. They were. All right, pay 4 or lose your Mox Emerald. Well, I can't force either because I guess I could play an island and force. But if they like dress down on end step, that would do it too. Mox Jet Fatal Push. Wait, you can't Fatal Push this without a thing leaving. Mox Jet Demonic Tutor for what? What do we Demonic Tutor for? I don't know if they have answers. I don't think they have to have swords and then get the white source, or maybe the other way. Search demonic for pearl swords. My caves. Give me 5 life. Oh, Tawara, not in this format, friendo. I do like the way you think, though. You got good ideas. I appreciate them. I think the answer is swords. And it has to be white source swords. And it has to be Lotus or Pearl plus swords. Doesn't Jewel play Otawara? This is not Jewel, but sometimes Jewel plays a single Otawara. I don't think it's quite good in Jewel, but They do sometimes play Anodora. True. Very true. Sensei's top. And spin. And oh, no, I think it's just there. We don't keep track of what's going on top of that. Okay, big win. We got a W. Well, we got a single game win. We have not yet won a match, but all right. I'm thinking Hull Breacher, chat. I'm thinking Hull Breacher, and I'm thinking... What am I thinking? Kind of lost my train of thought. Kind of feel like we're pre-boarded for this matchup. This one feels like one of the good ones. Jace, Lavinia, Teferi. Oh god, they don't even play a swords in the main. All they had was one balance. Because they had Exile and Vault Key. They do have a Hull Breacher. They don't have any POs in this deck. Swords contain Ashiok Dream Render, eh? The Abyss? We're just burying non-artifact creatures under... What? Cage? Caracas? Tundra? Huh. An interesting list. A very interesting list. I'm not even sure Bolt is good. It's like better than Fury, though. I'm not even sure Trap is that good. I think it's not that good. I think this card setup is good. I mean, we're pretty pre-boarded. We're pretty pre-boarded for them. Bolt is always good. Disagree. Explain your reasoning. Is it because there's always life total? You can always go face? When is... Back it up. Logic and regioning. Regioning? Yeah, why not? Regioning too. In what regions is Bolt good? You can... Base place. Ah, yes. Not a land, notably. Mulligan. Okay, all right, okay. We got Keeper. We got a Keeper. No Pearl. No need. Unless I draw Caves of the Chaos Adventure, then I need a Pearl. Probe. You see my hand? No secrets here. I'm about to jam a Flux. Flux seemed like it was good. Do they actually have answers to Flux or no? Because some Esper Tinkers decks do and some don't. Swords contain... No, they have no answers to Flux. Zero. Wait, no, that's not true. They have Teferi Time Reveler. Wasteland. Sensei's top. A newer player going straight to Vintage? Who? Oh, I'm looking to practice decks before buying the cards. Is this a good option for that? I'm also a newer player. Looking to practice decks before buying cards. Is what a good option for that? Renting? If the question is, should I rent to try out decks, then I would say yes. Basic Island. Or are you asking if you should try this deck? Oh, no. This deck is not good. I would simply go on Goldfish, and then I would go, does Luris Saga seem like a deck I'd like to play? Let me take a look. Yes, no. Okay. Does Jewel Shop seem like a deck 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I would try these 6 decks to start and see if any of them make you happy. And if they don't, then you can start looking for a little techier stuff. All right. So I have played the Energy Flux. I will make my opponent put the top back in their hand, and then I will probably just pay for my Mana Crypt for a little while. Maybe not. Maybe I just drop the Mana Crypt. Who knows? Oh, they're just getting the value? Little spin? Is it not better to activate top, hold priority, and then spin? No. Is it not better to activate top, hold priority, draw, and then spin, and then put the top 3 down, and then maybe get rid of it? I don't know. Well, first we'll see if we lose our crypt flip. That's important. We have to continue the storyline, you know? The plot needs to thicken. Fetch a basic island, I assume, because they know we have Blood Moon. Yep. And replay top. All right. I mean, if you want to keep playing top every turn, I'm down. That's fine. All right. First and foremost, do we take 3 damage? Survey says we did win our flip. We won our first crit flip of the night. Everyone praise the flipness, the RNGesus. All right. You can stay around. I'll allow it. Ooh, a little brainstorm action. I don't really have enough cards for this to be worthwhile, but... Ooh. Let's put these back. Do we play around negation? Kind of feel like the answer is no, right? Bolt. Oh, wait. I don't have any red mana now. Who let me do this? All right, I'm letting this crypt die. Why did I keep the crypt anyway? Anyone know? I don't have Tinker in my deck, right? Was there ever a reason to keep this crypt? Does it ever do anything? No. Why am I keeping it? I just wanted to take 3 damage. I just wanted to take 3 damage. I don't think I'm ever countering this top, right? Like, what are they doing? They're paying 1 mana every turn to, like... They're paying 2 mana every turn to look at their top 3, and that seems like... Who cares? Esper Saga. Not that good against Energy Flux. All right. Another flip, chat. Another flip. Last time we were okay. This time, we won the flip. Thank you for your service, Mana Crypt. You've done me good. Get out of here. I did not draw a land. Let's cast Ponder. Okay. I'm just going to put the old Volcanic into play. If my opponent wants to wasteland me, they're allowed to wasteland me. We're gonna exit the Mana Crypt gambling game while we're ahead. I don't win all the time, so I gotta, you know, take my W's. Draw, sure, yeah. I mean, I got a bunch of counter magic. I got a mental misstep. I got Blood Moon. Oh, I did not expect that timing window, but sure. Whatever makes you happy. I got 2 more on top. Well, I got 1 more on top. Another Wasteland. Ay. Okay. All right, I'm just gonna hold this one this time. Yeah, I don't expect them to be making many tokens either. Doesn't feel like it's gonna do very much against my active Energy Flux, but I feel like they're gonna get a Black Lotus, maybe play a Magic card. Who knows? I wish I had my basic mountain. Could I have fetched my basic mountain? No. I drew 2 of my 3 fetch lands that were not Scalding Tarns. So there was no point in this game where I could have fetched basic mountain, huh? Noted. I wanted to kill off this Flux, but I just never had the chance. I guess I theoretically could have not played my Volcanic and just held it. Maybe that would have been better. Ah, this is Teferi. No, this is Lavinia. I feel like I don't care about Lavinia. I feel like I can just bolt Lavinia. Bro, what is the Strip Mine doing here? Hey. I'm gonna play around negation this time, though. Gonna let them make a bunch of choices first. We did. I have more Lorians in my deck. Ooh, we're gonna keep the Pearl. Yep. I still don't think I'm supposed to be like countering this top, right? Like it's just way too much work to be worth it. We are running out of volcanic islands. Oh, baby, it's time. Is Lorien both signs? What does that mean? Get those white sources turned back off. Lavinia. No. Lavinia is a very much asymmetrical Magic the Gathering card. This has been definitely a match of Magic the Gathering, I must say. I still don't. Am I wrong, chat? Like, I'm not supposed to like counter one of these tops, right? Like, it doesn't do that much, right? Right? Okay, Misty, nice one. That's a mountain. I guess I can't hard cast negation with this current board because I got my basic island strip mined. I mean, at some point we'll resolve a spell that matters, right? Theoretically, maybe. Oh, they use the pearl to spin and then they're gonna drop the pearl, or are we gonna keep the pearl? My opponent is taking so many game at. Oh, we're keeping it. We're doing a keeper. Okay. You got it. Mountain, Sensei's top. You got it. It's a completely even board game. We've been here before, haven't we? Oh, it stacks. Oh, it stacks. They will not be paying for this pearl any longer. This is so silly. They're paying for the pearl? In what world? In what world is this worth your time? For upkeep swordsing, maybe? I guess that's a pretty good reason. Like, if I play Caves with a Chaos Adventure, they can upkeep swords. That's a good reason. I like that, actually. No more Sensei's top, though. Yeah, but they're never playing a Teferi, right? Like, how are they going to do that? Holding a bunch of Moxen, maybe, I guess? They have a Bloatus in their deck still. We are having such a good time today. What a great time we are having. We are winning the clock war. My opponent has had to take a lot more game actions. They haven't really been playing slowly. They should have had to take a lot of game actions. It's okay. We need a win. We have you been this stream has been rough. We could really use a win. Oh, opponent going to clean up. They're done. They're done. They're done. They called it. We have beaten our opponent by boring them to death. Got him. Okay, that one went pretty well. Can we take that energy and bring it to round 5 and try to make some of our play points back after Not Me has scammed us. All right, what do we got? Ooh, okay. We got the on-color Moxen duo. We got anti-magic cards. I like it. I like it. We can do it. We can battle. What is opponent going to play though? That is the question. Oh yeah, we can Gamba. You already seen the opening hand though, but we can Gamba. Start a prediction. How do I start a prediction? Will we win a match? Will we win this match? Yes, no, go. Keep. Oh, we got some believers already because of this nice opening hand. But my opponent can just go Bazaar of Baghdad. Have you considered that, chat? Oh, we got a big disbelief. Big solid disbeliever. 50k points. What the Urza Saga? Uh-oh, opponent. Uh-oh. You've activated my trap card. Oh, never mind. Black Lotus, we're dead. Uh-oh. Never mind. We're winning. It's shops. We have energy flux in our main. We have 4 energy flux in our main. Opponent. Quick chat. Put the points back in belief. We've got basics and Moxen and 4 energy flux in the main. They're doomed. Actually can't really force here, which is kind of interesting. This is like the most points I've ever seen in a bet. There's like so many points in this pool. Imagine if we lose and disbelievers just win 600k points. That gets you pretty close to some of our powerful choices here, where you can pay, let's see, 1 million points to abolish the reserve list. Free donation deck list at 1.25 million. And restrict Urza Saga at 999 million. So there's a lot of points on the line here going towards a good cause, a bad cause, who knows? Second Urza Saga. God, I want to Blood Moon my opponent so bad. It'll feel so good. I'll get the greatest screenshot on Twitter. It'll be, please, opponent, play Saga, do nothing. I get a land, I Blood Moon you, I get a screenshot on Twitter, everyone wins. Come on, give me. Oh, it's happening. It's happening. Oh, I can't wait to screenshot this. It's going to be so sick. I got to hold control so I can make sure I get this screenshot. Goodbye. Oh. God bless. I'm gonna play the initiative now and hold up Force of Will and just have a generally great time. I'm surprised my opponent hasn't conceded yet, to be perfectly honest. Why not draw 3 with Lorien? Simply because it is worse than playing the Caves of the Chaos Adventurer. I have a 5/3 trampler. I gain the initiative. I draw an extra card every turn. It's just better. Also, I want to pitch Lorien to Force of Will and hold for Energy Flux in my hand. Opponent doesn't even know we have 4 main deck fluxes. Okay, so I want Tinka, Sphinx, Portal, maybe. I mean, I don't know what kind of initiative, or I don't know what kind of shops they are. So I don't know if bolts are actually good or not. I don't know if furies are good or not. All of our cards are pretty damn good against them, though. We can take out Karn on the draw for sure. Feel like we just don't play these Hull Breachers, obviously. 5 more cards. I guess we just like don't even need Tinker, right? Kind of just feels not necessary. I mean, just all of our cards are good. I meant to Misstep is garbage. Ponder and Brainstorm are kind of bad. Can I get enough to Tinker? I guess I can't really get enough to Tinker, huh? So we'll just keep this. Seems fine. God, that was a beautiful Urza Saga picture, and I am just so excited about it. I just like want to keep this forever and put it on my window. Put it on my fridge, maybe. Maybe I'll print this out and put it on my fridge. Oh, it is just such a beautiful shot. Beautiful. I did 61. Oh, did I? 53 plus 7. Is this good enough? 2 basics and Soul Ring? I got you. I got you. Is this actually... Is this good enough? I actually think this is like a totally keepable hand versus shops, but I think our deck is so broken against shops that we can probably mulligan here, use the power of London to like find something with fluxes. Yeah. Yeah. I think I'm never pondering, right? I mean, Caves is probably not necessary with Flux plus Fable here. Well, I don't know. We don't know if they're prisoner aggro shops yet, right? So. Okay. I like this. This is fine. This is not like the best hand of all time, but it's keepable for sure. Nope, they kept their 7-card hand, so we're just paused for fun. I don't know. I don't know why. Ancient Tomb, we're going. We're battling. Ancient Tomb Sphere. Ancient Tomb Revoker. Hope they don't name Mox Ruby. That would be a shame. Probably supposed to name Black Lotus here. Simeon's Spirit Guide. I guess that's pretty reasonable name as well. Do I cast this Ponder? No, I want it for my negation. Lorien Revealed's a pretty reasonable name as well. I don't do that nearly enough. I probably missed some pretty good opportunities to do that in the challenge recently. I feel like it's just not ingrained in my heuristics yet. Yeah, I mean, I think naming Lorien Revealed is actually really good. It's just not something I'm used to doing yet. I like it a lot, though. That's a pretty good name. A lot of mana from my opponent. 3 mana for a Nettlesis. That's not a problem. That's it? Oh, you dead. Oh, you dead. I guess they're not dead. They get to do a couple turns of paying. Maybe we'll die in the meantime. Kind of don't think so, but... Maybe I should have killed Dental Cyst. Because I actually can't cast this Fable next turn because I lose my Ruby. I mean, they can just tap their... I mean, this Dental Cyst shrinks, right? They can technically pay for this whole board for a turn, but... I really hate paying the fluxes and stuff, so... I feel bad for them. I mean, I think I would pay for the 2 creatures and drop these, maybe? And then I just murder their whole creatures with Fury, though, so it's pretty bad. Believers just waited long enough to see my opponent play shops, and then they just jammed all in. Easiest money of their lives. Just tactical gambling. All right, well, they don't even have that much power on the board anymore. Can I get the jam in? Sure. I can just wipe this if I want. I don't have to even. If I hit a land, I don't even have to do that. Did not exactly hit a land. I guess I can ponder. Doesn't feel like that's a bad play. Gives me a shuffle option. Mana Crypt, Energy Flux number 2. We'll just take Energy Flux number 2 and then probably shuffle away. Do I actually want a Fury? It's like kind of no reason to Fury, right? I guess I need to hold this Lorien revealed in case I have to negate something. You may not. Though I appreciate that being your first message. I like how you went hard. Maybe we lose. What if we lose? Like, we could lose, right? Maybe. It's always possible. We might even want to just keep Crypt on top so that we can just use the Crypt, right? And have an open negation as well. I feel like we do want to do that. We can't die, right? So... Flux, 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 flux. Everybody. So much energy. Bzzz. Would you like to pay for life to keep your 2/1? I think I don't need to Fury. There's no way I can die, right? Like, they can only pay for one of these. I have a negation. Like, how do they realistically do anything? I do probably cycle now, though. Ooh, workshop. 1, 2, 3, 4. Golos. Uh-oh. Talarian. Wait a second. Aren't I losing now? No, not with 2 fluxes out. With 1 flux out, you're right. If I had only 1 flux, I definitely would have Furied there. But with 2 fluxes out, they just can't do anything, really. They can only really keep one creature every turn. Oh, they're gonna go Caracas looping. We kind of could use a Blood Moon, huh? All right, one Flipperino for fun. Tails. I lost the flip. I'm at 5. Get a Fable going. Have Hardcast Fury next turn. They're gonna make a construct? That's kind of odd, isn't it? You're gonna make a construct, then pay 4 for the construct? And then it's a 3/3. Interesting. I mean, this seems bad, right? Like, I feel like they should just bounce Golos and try to get as many lands in play as they can. Yeah, I mean, they don't have enough life to like do this forever. I can still take a 3 hit here too. Can even take a 4 hit. Can't take a 5 hit. It's theoretically a world where they have enough Moxen or something in their hand. I don't know. Looks like they bounced Golos and paid for their construct. They're at 4. This gets what? A Soul Ring for a turn so they can play a new Golos, maybe? Attack for 3. I mean, they can't even really pay to keep this around. Oh, Black Lotus? Sure. That's worse, though, because now this is not a good attack. Black Lotus looks worse than Soul Ring here, unless they have something else. Oh, okay, opponent, I see you. This looks like a trade, unfortunately. Because if I don't trade here, it means that any construct they pay for is lethal. Though they can't pay for either of these. So I could just not care. But I'm not attacking into this, so I can't actually play my Fury next turn anyways. I think I'd rather just save life. That's a good draw. Just gonna get rid of my negation. I don't think it matters at this point. They cannot currently pay to keep this Wormcoil alive, no. Oh, braid. I could have braid this and just get them all off the board if I wanted to. I don't think that's necessary, though. I think I can threaten pretty lethal here if I just play this and then kill their thing. I'm pretty sure paying to keep the construct was pretty bad from them. I mean, if they play like a Solarian Academy here, it's pretty good, right? This is the new Golos. I guess I can't attack because of the Golos, huh? Shit. This gets them the Tolarian Academy? Okay, I fucked this game up. I should have just killed the stupid Wormcoil engine. Yeah, this gets Academy. This is bad. I played this really badly. That's my fault. I guess I have +2/+2 and maybe a braid, so it's probably still fine. I still think maybe I was supposed to just abrade the stupid Wormcoil and get it off the board. If I draw a red card, it's my best draw, so I can just Fury. Oh, I mean, that's also broken. I agree. Yeah, I'm gonna braid the blocker because I have trample. They should just block with everything if they know about a braid. We could walk and get a reflection token. I mean, I guess I can just walk and get a trap as well. Yeah, you're right, of course. I was just going through the motions. Oh, I should have killed this thing and killed them. Yeah, all the things I did there were wrong. I used the wrong abrade target. I had lethal. Nothing I did there was correct in any capacity. We did get our win though, so that's all that matters. I should have killed the Golos because I had lethal. Oh, wait, no, I had lifelink, right? So it wasn't lethal, or was it still just exactly lethal? Because they would go up to 7, so it was exactly lethal. Yeah, that was pretty BM. If I was good at Magic, that was probably pretty BM. Will Justin win this match? Answer, yes. Obviously, deck's broken. All right, well, that was kind of fun. We had a good time. We did get our ass kind of handed to us. We just hit a bunch of matchups that I don't think were the intended matchups for this deck. This deck really wanted to play against Luris. It really wanted to play against Jewel, and we didn't play against either of those. However, Esper Tinker and Shops, these are both matchups where Blood Moon and Energy Flux are quite good. I would definitely say Squee looks like one that could be problematic. Mono White Initiative looks like a matchup that could be problematic. So not a bad outing altogether. I really like the thought process that goes into this deck with the Blood Moons and the Fluxes and how they fit into the current metagame. This exact shell, I probably wouldn't recommend. But I think things like playing a bunch of basics right now against the current Wasteland format, playing answers to Saga, answers to tokens, it's just a very nice way of attacking cards that people deem to be too strong for the format. When there are answers out there that absolutely exist and are absolutely powerful. I wouldn't be surprised if you see a lot of players coming up this weekend in the showcase randomly main decking some energy fluxes. That just seems like the word on the street right now. So if you're an artifact wizard, be prepared. Things could get pretty fluxy really quick. So thank you for watching. More vintage content on this YouTube channel every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I'll see you then.